Brandon, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good, good. We've talked. I think we talked back before your fight against Samuel T. So it's been a few months here since we've talked, and now you've got this new challenge in Juan Heraldez. I know that you've talked about him in the media, kind of seeing him as like the toughest fight of your career so far. Do you consider this fight as like a measuring stick for where you're at? Is that kind of the perspective that you and your team are looking at this fight as?
No, not at all. I'm looking I'm personally looking at this as another opportunity for me to go in there and do what I do best, and give Showtime, give the audience, and give the viewers one hell of a show.
As far as what you're seeing from Heraldez, um, and again, I'm kind of trying to remember about your process for studying fighters. Is it that you do watch a lot of film on them, or is that something that your father does, or how does that work out?
My father will watch a lot of film.
Mhm.
He'll study them like the back of his hand, and I'll watch a few things. I'll probably watch like 5 videos if I can find some videos, and probably just spend a little bit of time watching it, and then see the things I like about the fighter, and then whatever they do, I'll take away
Mhm.
from them.
I think I was reading an article. I can't remember if it was the Desert Sun, but it kind of talked about how you had this plan that by the age of 23 that you'd kind of be at like title status, that you'd be kind of in line for a title fight right around that time. Is that kind of the primary goal? Is that an accurate plan for how you guys have kind of see things coming into fruition?
Definitely. I'm thinking by the end of 2022,
Mhm.
I think I'll be 23 years old, 23 and a half years old by the end of 2022. So I think I'll be a full have my man strength and all that. So I think it'd be time for me to get some kind of strap.
A lot of people like talking about that term man strength, but I've talked to a number of young fighters, yourself included, where they get older and that power definitely takes a turn. I know I've talked to Xander Zayas. I talked to Sebastian Fundora just this last week. You already have incredible knockout power. How much more can you get?
Yeah, I don't know, but I do know that I'm a lot stronger than I was last year.
Mhm.
Physically, even just mentally, I'm stronger. And so we all know, boxing 70% mental.
Mhm.
So every year I'm getting stronger physically and mentally. So once I reach my 110% man strength, 110% mentally man strength, I'll be invisible.
Even just talking to you, I think it was like back in March or April, before the Samuel Tea fight. Just looking from then to now, what would you say the biggest differences in you as a fighter are?
Probably shit. Part of my mentality.
Hmm.
Uh, back when I back when I was getting ready for Samtia, I was sparring like 12 rounds. I was sparring like 12 rounds, and for my last camp and this camp, I go 15 rounds straight, no break, no water, no nothing. So definitely, I'm prepared. I'm in shape, and mentally, I know that I could go 50 rounds straight.
In the preparation, I've read that you've been going to Joel Diaz's gym and getting in work there. What has that experience been like?
It's been one hell of an experience because I'm sparring world champions, former world champions, and Olympians there, and
Hmm.
I'm getting the best work there. Can't complain about it.
Who have been some of the people that you've been getting in the most rounds with in preparation?
So there's this dude named Ruslan. I don't know his
Hmm.
name. He's probably like 5'8", straight up puncher, comes forward, applies a lot of pressure. And then I'll spar this other dude. His name's Shakram Wonderboy. He's a 140 pounder from Uzbekistan. He's a 2016 silver medalist. So he's very talented. He's lefty and righty. And then my other sparring partner was this 17-year old, probably like 160 pounds, and he's probably like maybe like 6'2".
Hmm.
So yeah.
When you look at something like Heraldez, obviously he was he only has one loss on his record. It came against Regis Prograis. I think he got stopped in like the third round. Do you pay attention to that? Is that something that you think about? Like, hey, I want to one up Regis. I want to, you know, look better than he did. Or How do you deal with kind of expectations in a fight like this?
I'm not looking at whatever Rodriguez pro grade did to the dude I'm fighting, because at the end of the day, styles makes fights.
Mhm.
I might go one round with this guy. I might go the full 10 rounds. All depends, what I see and how I'm feeling that day. And like I said, style makes fights, and I'm not looking at no one else's plate.
The super lightweight division is pretty interesting considering the fact that we've seen, obviously, if we're talking about Taylor and accumulating the belts, if he vacates the moves up, then you have a full slate of belts that are up for the taking. Um, Looking at the future of this division, are there particular fighters that on your list, that guys that you know what, I want that guy, I want that guy, I want that guy? How do you kind of look at the future of the division?
I don't look at no one.
Mhm.
I'm worried about myself. I'll fight anybody. If I want some, I'm gonna take it. So, once Josh Taylor goes up to 147, and those 140 belts are open, either I'm gonna go fight for a belt, or I'll let one of these dudes go fight for a belt, and I'll take the belt if I want it.
When you're kind of talking about your style, um, obviously, when you take a look at other fighters and what they're doing, uh, do you feel like there's kind of like a fighter out there that has a style that's tailor made for you, or maybe someone that even you think would combine with your style to make the most pleasant fight for fans watching?
Most pleasant fight, as in like a Gotti and Warden type of fight.
Yeah, that would be a great that would be a great fight. Yes.
Yeah. Let me see. First off, let me just say that I'm not that type of fighter. Even though
Mhm.
I do love giving the fans one hell of a show. I'm the one that's giving the show. I'm not the one that's
Mhm.
taking the hits and all that. But no, because at the end of the day, I have a lot of experience, and like I said, I spar for Olympians and all that. So, when it comes to punchers or boxers or whatever, I know how to do both.
Mhm. As far as you're a young guy. You said the fact that you're still growing, you're still maturing. You're very far from hitting your peak. I mean, you're very young. As far as the future and the divisions, obviously, when you get older, metabolisms change. You get added strength. How much longer do you see yourself within this division before you move on to another?
Like I told the last reporter, that I'm looking to become a world champion first at 140.
Mhm.
A unified world champion at 140, and then most likely, maybe I'll move up to 147.
We see a lot of times when fighters try to stay in a division too long, they get a bit depleted, and we see weakness in the ring. Have you felt pretty comfortable making the weight so far in this division?
Absolutely, absolutely. This Friday, the weigh-in is at the official weight's at 142, and this morning
Mhm.
I was 142.6. So I'm already on weight, so I'm good to go.
You have a 14 fight KO streak. When you hear a number like that, do you pay attention to it? Do you cognitively think about it, or do you kind of try to keep those things out of your head?
To me, it don't matter. I know that I hit hard. I know that when people watch me fight, they expect knockouts, and I do try my best to give the fans what they want, the viewers what they want. But at the end of the day, I'm in it to win. So if I have to win the fight by boxing and throwing light punches, that's what I'm about to do. But if I don't see nothing, if I want to hurry up and go to in and out after my fight, I'm gonna just wrap it up and go and knock them out.
Well, I think just about anyone that's seen you fight knows that you hit hard, considering what you've been doing. Keep doing it, Brandon. It's been a real pleasure watching you fight, and I look forward to seeing the next one.
Thank you. I appreciate it. 24-0 coming soon.
I appreciate it. Have a good one.